The Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, special on Netflix, Kennedy Centers. Conan O'Brien. Been watching bits and pieces, finally finished the final few minutes. Tremendous. Absolutely star-studded talent, for sure. And it just goes to prove how much energy it takes. When you think about the eclectic group, the cavalcade of stars that hit the stage to honor their friend, how you could even see a little trembling in the hands because they knew where they were and amongst their peers. But they, forged ahead. Many getting back up on stage and doing a set of comedy, something that, many of them haven't done in a long time because they have found fame on the big screen or the small screen. I've always appreciated people with talent, but the courage it takes to step up on stage in front of that white-hot spotlight and perform, especially comedy. It can be treacherous to watch someone be successful and not so successful. Johnny Carson made a living out of bombing with those monologues, but any comedian will tell you it's the laughter which is the driving force. In a roundabout way, that's where I've spent a lot of my life. And I've often thought what could have been taking that next step, but I'm very comfortable in my own skin and where I am, and I believe being at KDKA is just like being in the big leagues, getting a chance to sit in the dugout of your favorite major league team or catch a touchdown pass from your favorite football team or make that bucket buzzer beater for your favorite basketball team. That's what Pittsburgh and that's what KDKA means to me. But a lot of it came from my youth watching late night television. And Johnny Carson was the king, and other great names, Jay Leno and David Letterman. They all have meant so much to me. Even that anchorman turned talk show host, Tom Snyder, was a huge part of my life. But I don't want to leave anyone out. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, they're all good in the neighborhood. I love them. Stephen Colbert. But Conan O'Brien is rarefied air. He has the Ivy League degree from Harvard. He's got the brain power, no doubt. But he's got that part in his brain that I relate to, off the wall, the beaten path, things that some people would say, don't do it. But there's something in you, the kid in you, that says, I just have to do it. And he could have very easily, when the Tonight Show went in the wrong direction, basically said, oh, woe is me. But he took it and really used it as, I think, a confidence builder and a chip on his shoulder, because he ended up doing something, TBS, late night television, that went on for decades, that no one ever thought anybody could go up against the big three. But he made it work. And how many people now are doing daytime or late night talk in various forms, and even podcasting, that format, something he has found fame in now, creating his own brand, all because of Conan. And when I think of Saturday Night Live, which has been such a big part of my life, and still is to this day, he was one of the people that made that, and that epic journey for Lauren Michaels so sweet. Look, and the thing that's really kind of neat for those of us who haven't been as lucky in love, he's made it work with his bride, his children. And one thing that was really, I think, Tracy, of course, Morgan, Adam Sandler, the great Sarah Silverman, Will Ferrell, they were all there, Stephen Colbert. You could see the genuine love in their heart for this guy, because he gave everybody an opportunity to just be themselves and no holds barred. I miss him on late night, and I talked about it when he did his last show. And I often think of what could have been if he would have ended up on The Tonight Show. But neither here nor there, he's going to be around for a while. And I recently was talking about his tremendous performance on the Oscars, and he's coming back to do it again. So Conan, wherever you are, we will never meet, but know this, your Pratt Pack has been a fan, and all of the people I mentioned, and Nikki Glazer and many more that I haven't really mentioned enough, you've all helped me through some tough times, continue to laugh. And to me, that's the most important part of your resume. And yeah, you too, Mr. Letterman. It was good to see you again. Much love to all, and again, congratulations to Conan O'Brien. Now, this doesn't mean you can take your foot off the pedal. You got to keep driving forward. The world needs you now more than ever. And you should really check out this Netflix special. It's going to make you laugh, but it's going to make you think. Have a great day, everybody.